Hello children, today we are going to start a new chapter in your English grammar book, that is chapter 4, nouns, gender. I have already sent you the solutions of chapter 3. I hope you have copied the answers in your English grammar book with the help of a pencil. So today we are going to discuss this chapter called nouns, gender, and here you need to keep in mind that the gender of a noun tells us whether the noun is a male or a female or both male and female or a non-living thing. So what I just told you is that when you talk about the gender of a noun, what does the gender of a noun tell us? It tells us whether the noun is a male or a female or both male and female or a non-living thing. So now let's start reading from the book. Look at these sentences. Number 1. Mohak is a girl. She lives in Delhi with her mother. Number 2. Mala is my sister. She is a good girl. Number 3. Vishal is a tall boy. He is taller than his father. The words girl, mother and sister refer to female. They are of masculine gender. So let me write these examples over here. So I have already written feminine gender. The feminine gender you need to keep in mind that they refer to what? They refer to females. So over here some examples are already provided. Let me write them on the board over here for you. Girl, mother and sister. They are examples of, these words are examples of, that is girl, mother, sister. These words are examples of feminine gender because these words refer to whom? Then these words refer to females. Over here you can see the words boy and father refer to males. So boy and father. So these words refer to whom? These words, that is boy and father. These words refer to male. So over here these are examples of masculine gender. A masculine gender refers to a male. So as I have already told you, a masculine gender, that these words refer to a male. So they are examples of masculine gender. A feminine gender refers to a female. So these words refer to female. So these are examples of feminine gender. We add double S or ES double S to some masculine genders to make their feminine gender. So you need to keep in mind what do we add. We add double S or E double S. So what do we add? We add double S or E double S to some masculine gender to make their feminine genders. Let's take some examples that's provided, like prince. The word prince is an example of what? The word prince is an example of masculine gender. So over here let me make it feminine simply by adding double S. So what did I do at the end? So at the end over here I added double S and I formed its feminine gender. Similarly, you can form feminine gender from some of the masculine words by adding E double S. So let's take another example over here, that of host, H-O-S-T, host. So host is an example of masculine gender. So how are we going to form its feminine? So we are simply going to write H-O-S-T, host, and we are going to add E double S at the end. And over here we have successfully formed what? The feminine gender of the masculine gender. That's the word host. We have formed the feminine gender by adding E double S. So this is what the book is also telling us. So we need to add double S, or in some cases we need to add E double S to masculine genders, that's to the masculine word, and we need to form its feminine gender. So you can see prince, princess, host, hostess, lion, lioness, tiger, tigress, actor, actress, waiter, waitress. Some masculine genders have different nouns for their feminine genders. So you need to keep in mind that when we form feminine genders from some masculine gender, then we do not add ESS. Instead, we use some other word. So you can see over here some examples are provided, like husband, wife. So these are different words. Husband is a different word and wife is a different word. We are not adding anything in order to form. We are not writing husbands, or we are not adding husbandess, E double S, we are not adding. Instead, we are using a different word in order to form its feminine gender. So this is something which you need to keep in mind, that some masculine genders have different nouns for their feminine genders. So here are some examples, like husband, wife, son, daughter, peacock, peahen, milkman, milkmaid, he goat, she goat, monk, nun. So now let's look at these examples that are provided underneath. The knife is on the table. You can see the picture also over there. The book is in the bag. So you can see over there, book is in the bag. The words knife, table, book and bag are non-living. They do not have life. So you need to keep in mind. So over here we are taking the examples of neuter genders. So the words that the nouns knife, table, book and bag. So these words, like these nouns, are examples of what? They are examples of neuter gender because they refer to non-living things. Because if I ask you, is a knife alive? Then you'll say no. Knife is a non-living thing. It's not a living thing. Similarly, table, is it a living thing? No. Book, is it a living thing? No, it's not a living thing. Bag, is it a living thing? No, it's not a living thing. So over here for non-living things, that is knife, table, book, bag, what do we call them? We call them, they belong to neuter gender. So a noun that refers to a non-living thing is called a neuter gender. So these nouns, that is knife, table, book, bag, they are examples of what? They are examples of noun that belong to neuter gender. So further you can see, now look at these sentences. The doctor is in the clinic. So you can see the picture over here. There is a doctor in the clinic. The teacher is in the classroom. You can see a teacher teaching in the classroom. The students are going to the school. So you can see two boys who are going to the school. The words doctor, teacher and student refer to both males and females. Yes, a doctor can be a male, a doctor can be a female. Similarly, a teacher can be a female teacher, can also be a male teacher. And students, when we use the word students, like the students in the classroom, and the students can be both what? They can be both male, they can also be female. So you need to keep that in mind. So the words doctor, teacher, students. Let me write these examples. Doctor, teacher, students. These are what? These are examples of nouns that refer to common gender, because doctor can be, I told you, as both, it can be male, it can be female. A teacher can also be a male, teacher can also be a female. Similar, students can be a male, can be a female. So you need to keep this in mind. A noun that refers to both male or a female is called a common gender. So such a noun that refers to both male and female, such a noun is called what? It's called a common gender. So over here, what did we see? Overall, we saw that gender of a noun tells us whether a noun is a male, it's referring to a male, or whether it's a female, or it's a both male and female, or it is referring to a non-living thing. So over here we saw that if a noun refers to a male, then we call such a noun as masculine gender, and we saw some examples over here. Next we saw that a noun that refers to a female is called a feminine gender. So here are some examples that we discussed. And next we saw that if there is a noun that refers to a non-living thing, that is a thing that is not alive, so such a noun is an example of what? Neuter gender. So here are some examples like knife, table, book, bag. They are examples of what? They are examples of neuter gender. But after that I told you, if there is a noun that refers to both male and female, like over here doctor, teacher, students, so these are examples of common gender. So over here we saw that what did we understand? We understood what gender refers to. So over here we saw that gender of a noun tells us what? It tells us whether the noun is refers to a male, whether the noun refers to a female, whether the noun refers to both male and female, or it refers to a non-living thing. So we saw if there is a noun that refers to a male, then we call such a noun as what? We call such a noun as masculine gender. So if I ever say the word uncle, brother, or if I say the word father, husband, so these are what? These are examples of nouns that come in which gender? Then they belong to the masculine gender because they refer to males. These words refer to male. So similarly, if I say the words sister, aunt, mother, then these are examples of what? These are examples of feminine gender. And if I ever say the words like marker, yeah, whiteboard, or if I say the word like wall, these are examples of what? These are examples of neuter gender because these words refer to what? These nouns refer to non-living things. Next, I said that if there is a word like, let's take the example of doctor that we have discussed, or the teacher, the word doctor, teacher, these are examples of what? These are examples of common gender because these words refer to both male and female. So as I told you, a teacher can be a lady teacher, a teacher can be a male teacher. Similarly, a doctor can be a lady doctor, or a doctor can be a male doctor. So these words refer to what? These are examples of common gender. So I hope you have understood what gender is and understood this concept of the four types of gender, that is masculine gender, feminine gender, neuter gender and common gender. So I'll solve the exercises of this chapter in the next class and send you the answers. That I'll send you the picture of the answers. I hope you will copy them in your English grammar book. So this